If I know anything to be true, it is that a lot can change in a year, because how I'm ending this year just looks so much different in like all the best ways than how I started this year. And I want the exact same thing for you, but with like whatever changes you're trying to make happen. So if you're excited to look back on 2024 and say, God did that, and I am so proud of how far I've come, how much I've grown, then stick around because this is the year of change. Welcome back, my friends, or welcome if you're new here. My name is Christy, and I make content centered around realizing no matter where we are in life, no matter our age, we are just on time to live the life of our dreams. And can you believe it? It is December 31st, and y'all, we made it. It's the last day of the year. We are fresh, coming off of a 7-week reset in which we were letting go of some things, spending a lot of time decluttering, but then also focusing on things in preparation for this upcoming year. If you missed out on any part of that series, no worries whatsoever. It is uploaded to my channel. You can actually go back to it at any point of the year when you're feeling like, man, I need just a little bit of a reset. There are free resources that you can download and that you can use to make this year your best year yet. And that's exactly what we're gonna do. This year, we're focusing on getting to the changes that we want to see so that we can get to living the life of our dreams. 2023 was an amazing year for me where I saw so much change. But if you've been around, you've heard me say it before that it did not start out that way. I started out the year pretty burnt out and just tired. It took a lot for me to pull myself out of just that slump, but when I did, I saw so many things happen. I got my dream job this year. So if you don't know, I earned my PhD in education and I am now faculty at a university. I'm a professor, and it's been something that I wanted for so long. That happened this year. I got my home decluttered. A lot of you guys joined that journey. Child, it was a hot mess of clutter, but we got that taken care of. I found food freedom this year, where before I was constantly thinking about food, not always in the healthiest way, like always just thinking about the nutritional breakdown, being afraid of certain food, even as an adult. Yeah, that's not cool. But I got that this year, found the ability to be able to just see food for what it is and to be able to really listen to my body, what my body needs, and not be restricted. I also stopped letting comparison be a part of my journey. One of the things that I have told myself constantly this year is that what God has for me is for me. And there is so much freedom when you realize that you are not in competition with anybody else. You don't have to compare yourself, your journey, where you are in the process with anybody else. Freedom. My husband started a business this year. So many good things, so many blessings happened this year. And it was the decision to just show up and to be open to receive what it is that God has to give us, where we just saw so much change. Maybe you're in a space where you are also looking for change to happen in your life this year. Maybe it has something to do with your work. Maybe it's something to do with your relationships. Maybe spiritually, you're trying to get closer to God, or you're trying to take care of your health. It could be any number of areas where you might be looking for a change. Change is a process that requires 3 different components. So we have reflection, we also have taking action, and then we have being really consistent with that action. And we have to go through all of the phases of that process before that change starts to come. The 7-week reset that we just finished was about those first 2 parts. So reflecting and then taking action, reflecting on where we've been, reflecting on who we are, reflecting on where it is that we're trying to go, and then starting to take some action in those areas. Now that we have started those other 2 parts, we are now adding on that consistency in our actions. So for example, if you want to start a YouTube channel, you have to first have a plan. That's the reflection part. Think about what it is that you're wanting to do. Then you have to take action. You have to start a YouTube channel. You can't just want to be a YouTuber without starting the channel. But then after you've started the channel, you have to be very consistent with it. If you're trying to lose a few pounds, you have to make a plan of what it is that you're going to do. Then you have to start it, and then you have to be consistent with it. So if you've chosen to eat less, then you have to consistently eat less as you are trying to lose weight. If you've chosen to move more, then you have to consistently move more and do those workouts until you get where you want to go. This year, we are starting out the year on the right foot. And if you don't see this until months from now, that is okay. You can just pick up wherever but we're gonna strategically work together to make sure that we are getting to the life of our dreams. I feel like so often we want change and we feel like we're ready. We've tried to face whatever it is that we feel like has held us back, but then beyond that, we don't know where to start. This is the where to start. The goal of this series over the next several months will be to give us all a jump start of the change that we're trying to see and the changes that we're trying to make happen in our lives. Every week, we will spend time diving into the things that maybe we still need to let go of, as well as putting our energy and our focus on the things that are going to benefit us. I want this to be a space where you feel like you have an actionable plan for creating the change that you're trying to create, as well as feeling encouraged and motivated along the way. Sometimes we just need that jump start, and that's what this will be. Throughout this time, there will be some fun challenges, we'll have some free downloads, and I'll share with you how it is that I'm growing and changing in the process as well. This year can be your year. There might be some hiccups and some bumps along the way, and it probably will be because that is all a part of the process. It's all a part of the journey, but there are also going to be successes and a lot of wins, and I cannot wait to see the growth and the ways that we are working to create our dream lives this year. If you're ready, I want you to put in the comments either something that you are looking forward to accomplishing this year or a priority that you have for this year. I just poured myself a little bubbly in the form of kombucha, so cheers, my loves, to the year we're leaving behind and to the one that we're about to enter. Also, if you're not subscribed, like, what are you doing? I'm gonna need you to jump on that. All right, guys, I love you, and I'll see you next year.